of startups, as I was mentioning in Austin, that are very innovative. And if they wanted to get the word out about what they do and want to garner an audience or viewers, what kind of advice would you give them? I mean, should they do video blogging?
You know, so here's the funny thing, and look who we're talking to. This isn't a convention look where we are, right? I'm not going to give the answer that you all know the answer, right? You put your shit out there. Here's the thing, and I've always said content is king, and marketing is the queen, and the queen runs the household. No ladies clapping for that? How did that happen? Maybe I'm just so, I'll forget. Anyway, I think it comes down to this. There's a lot of people. There's 1 billion social media consultants running around saying, put your stuff on Twitter, put your stuff on a Facebook fan page, use Seismic, put out a YouTube video. No kidding, right? No kidding. Here's where the difference is. Do you have the chops? Is your product good? Because you could be the greatest marketing campaign of all time, and if your bottled water tastes like ass, it's not going to win. So, what should they do? They should use every damn product. There's another thing, if your water lights up the world and gives you money, and nobody knows about it because you don't know how to tell that story, you're not going to win either.
Yeah. So what's the recipe for success with video blogging, though, in terms of personality? I mean, you kind of have the Jim Cramer type.
This is a bad time to be Jim Cramer.
I know. John Stewart.
I think it comes down to content and authenticity. It's simple. I mean, I can sit here and say a million things. You know, I don't apologize for who I am. You know, all the shortcomings I have come with the things that make me successful. I am who I am. I put it out there. It is not a different game when they meet me in the hallway or in a restaurant. It is what it is. I think people appreciate that. I work extremely hard. I bleed out of my eyeballs for my community. And I think that if you're an introvert, if your content is right, you're going to win. Because you know what? Most of the people that I spend time with at South by Southwest are introverts. I want to sit with them at 4 o'clock in the morning and hear that crazy shit that comes out of their mind. I'm going to take that and blow it up so I can buy the New York Jets.
Nice. That's right. You spit into the New York Jets.
So I think there's a lot of people who could be successful video blogging that are not over-the-top DNA. And, you know, there's people on listen, television is, you know, internet video. It's the same thing. It's the same emotions when we watch video we get. And there's plenty of people that are not over the top that are successful, and there's some are. I just think that the people that are most real, and we've heard all this transparency, authenticity, it's true. We like that. Nobody likes meeting people, you know, after they have a front and realizing they're a jerk or something different. Nobody likes that. And more importantly, we live in a day and age where you can't get away with it, because if you're a jerk, your intern is flip-camming your career to the garbage.
That's right. That's right. So I know that a lot of people have questions for Gary, so we'll open it up to the audience.
That's awesome. So let's prep that, because I think people have to go to the mic. If we're going to do 45 minutes of Q&A, or however long this is, I am all about that. I want that so bad. Please get up now and go there, because I'm paying cash for questions.
The garrulous Gary. All right.
A lot.
Exactly. That's what it's about.
Yes, get up. Questions. Get up.
Is there?
What's your name, dude?
John Smart.
What's that?
John Smart.
Man, I wish my name was John Smart. You think I'm big now? I have Vaynerchuk to deal with. John Smart? Nice dude.
Appreciate it. So how do you go about finding, so it's always like the community finds you. If you build it, you know, they'll come. But how do you find, no. So how do you find that community?
Yeah, I did 18 months of Wine Library TV before anybody gave a crap. You know, here's the big thing. Way too many people don't ever email me again of what camera I use. It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. The camera is not the game. And the lighting is definitely not the game. And the mic, not the game. The game is your content and what you bring to the table. When I started Wine Library TV, there was no Twitter. So, I mean, there was, I just wasn't cool enough to know it existed. What I needed to do was what I knew, and what I did was I went to every single wine blog on the internet, read that shit and left a comment that rocked, did not leave a link back, sorry Neil Patel. I just linked my name back to my blog, and it came back, and slowly but surely, people came, and they didn't come in droves, you know. I was trying to figure out how to get on the front page of Dig, but I didn't know that shit, so I just kept pumping away, and what happened was, slowly but surely, people came, 4 or 5 at a time, sometimes 1 at a time. Don't give a shit about the Alexa or Compete score. If one person reads it and you leave a good comment, and they read it and they click your name and they can start watching what you do, you're in the game. But it takes hustle. You can't build things just working 3 hours a day and hoping and playing rock fucking band. You have to work. So I worked and was running a $60 million retail company, got home, kissed my wife, and then went to work and started going to, the work is when you go into the community and find your audience. You find them, but you don't pitch them. You just tell them your story and you hope it's good enough. And you know what? It was a lot of work for a long, long time. And then you get an email from a Conan's producer and says, we want you on the show. And then you're like, hell yeah.
Cha-ching.